Hey everybody. So it is a chilly 37 degrees this morning, and I want to document the frost damage that we had last month, and the plants that are pretty much done now and the ones that are still going, because we have a lot that's still going on. I got my coffee, I got on my walking boots. It's not too bad. I've got on 2 sweaters. So let's walk around. Let's go to, the sheds. How about that? Look, our 2 sheds. I'll pop up a before picture. We're kind of a boring, ugly color, and we are painting them to match the man cave. So we have one almost finished. It's blue and white. Looks like a cute little barn. Really cute. This other one, after we'd painted them blue, we kind of liked it with the wood trim, like leaving the wood trim that natural wood color. It does look very pretty, but we hadn't planned on that. We weren't painting like we were going to do that. So you see there's blue paint all over the wood. If we hadn't done that, I think we would have left it, because it does look really nice. And it's a lot less work not having to paint the white. But this looks super cute too. And we're not done yet. There's still a lot of touch up to do, but it matches the man cave. Oh, cute. Don't look at that either. Cute. Okay, let's go in the front. Okay, so starting in the front, of course, all the shrubs are fine. Boxwoods, loropetalums, azaleas, junipers. They can take it. They're cold hardy. But my acerola cherry is not. At first, the freeze knocked all the leaves off, but I've been doing periodical scratch tests, and I think it may have died. It's brown. I don't know if it's brown like all the way to its core and if it'll sprout back in the spring, so I'm gonna wait. If it dies, this is our second Barbados cherry, acerola cherry. It's our second one in this spot, and if it dies, I'm not putting another one in, because these are a little bit expensive. They're like 60 bucks. To me, that's a lot. $69. And I think I'd rather put in like a little teddy bear magnolia or something. I think a magnolia would actually look really nice there. So, rosemary down there doing great. Still got some blooms. Still blooming. I do need to clean out this bed though. All the dead leaves, I need to blow it out. Hydrangea. Lovely. Look at my topiary. Wow. And I don't know if it's how damaged the top of it is. This is a Eugenia, so it's not that cold hardy. But see, we have some green down here. See, that's still green. And I'm hoping maybe it's just the leaves that got burnt, and then I'll get new leaves. And I never did finish shaping the topiary balls. This thing's so mistreated, but I'm hoping this isn't dead. I haven't done a scratch test. Oh, we're still green, maybe. Okay. We'll see. This one, we'll see. And if this one dies, well, I don't know what I'm going to put here, unless I can find a topiary at a reasonable price. This was $36, which is super cheap, like ridiculous cheap for a topiary. But it'll have to be made out of something else, not Eugenia. And our Gerber daisies did suffer from the cold. I don't know if that's going to rebound. I'll have to clean that out. Anyway, the roses, though, those are fine. All right, on the other side, of course, the jasmine. Oh, the jasmine made of Orleans. It did look really pretty when the leaves did turn this yellowish, like parchment color. They did look really pretty before they started falling off. But this I've had for a couple of years, and it does burn back to the ground, but it does come back by the roots every year, so that's fine. One thing I did not know is that the guara, which this one has laid down into almost a ground cover. That's very odd. It just laid itself down. But this is so cold hardy, like the frost didn't even phase it all the way down. The guara is completely fine. Completely fine. I had no idea it was so cold hardy. Like, it's barely not even burnt. This one might be the closest thing to a little bit burnt. but it's great. Now, one thing that's not cold hardy is my Duranta. So all this brown is the Cuban gold Duranta. Now there's a little bit of green here underneath. I guess it had a little bit of protection, a little bit, but all the rest is completely brown. The Laura Petalum's fine. Even the Dusty Miller is still hanging in there. But all of that acid yellow Duranta, there's a little bit more there. Almost all of it's gone. So I'm not going to cut that back just yet. I'm wondering if new leaves will come out, or, you know, from the existing stems, or if maybe it'll come out from the roots. So it's my first year with a lot of these plants, so we'll see. Another super sad sight is my variegated hibiscus. This makes me want to cry. Because I didn't even think to cover it. Did not even think for 2 seconds to cover it. Our little lime tree over there, we put a sheet over that. Did not even think to cover the hibiscus. And it looks like this now. Most of the stems are dead. I don't know how far back, but I do see some green. There is some green leaves and some green on the stem, so I'm not going to cut it back just yet. Some more green leaves here. So the plant itself is not dead. There's a bunch of green back there. And I can tell because of all this green down at the bottom, if we had just covered it, it would have been fine. Oh, live and learn. Climbing Rose is still climbing like crazy. I need to pin that up. It's just not stopping. It's not. Now, I haven't had any more buds on it, but it is growing like gangbusters. So I'm going to pin that up. This Ruby Laura Petalum is blooming, and it is precious. Look at those blooms. So I still have not cleaned up the base to make it more tree form. I need to get on that. I do so much talking and not doing. I need to get in there and do that. But this is so pretty. Looking good. Everything in this bed is looking great. No damage. Lemongrass over there, that's done. Surprisingly, aloe vera is doing great. Doing wonderful in there. I probably will move them though, because you can't see them. What's the point of having a plant if you can't see it? And then over here, all these are doing great. Looks like some new growth. That blue, more bluish. That's new. Everything doing wonderful. Even the butterfly bush. Look at that. We had some burn back, and then we had new growth. Oh, burn back, new growth. The river birch is finally getting some yellow color and dropping leaves. I was wondering if we were going to get any fall color from this, but that looks really pretty. Beautiful. And I need to do some weeding. Real bad. Hydrangeas. Love the dried blossoms. But yeah, I need to do some weeding back here. And then Mr. Lincoln Rose doing great. Still no blooms. Every now and then in the winter you will get a stray bloom from roses here, but this one hasn't bloomed since I bought it, so hopefully soon. It would be nice to see it. And then this guara that's still in the bucket from a long time ago, this, early fall, late summer, it's still got some green on it, so it's fine. These things, these guara, they are troopers. Plum Tree. These buds look like they're getting fat. So around here, quite a bit of damage. The coleus that I had in here, totally done. Actually, this aloe got burnt more than I thought it would. Last year it was more fine, but if you look back in the back, it just really needed to be covered and it would have been fine. The ones that are protected by other plants didn't get burnt so bad. Foxtail fern got burnt pretty good too. I didn't think it would do that. Like a little skeleton. And I have some new buds. There's a hydrangea in there, but there's some new buds coming back. And I have some of that wild dewberry, like blackberry, stickery things just invading this bed. So I need to do a real good clean out. Mexican petunia, that's the skeleton there. That's, I'm going to cut that back because, of course, that'll come back forever. You really can't get rid of that without trying real hard. But I'll cut that back. This whole bed just needs to be cleaned out. I'm surprised at how cold tolerant this salvia is, the Salvia farinacea. Over here, I didn't show you, but over here, this salvia, like the frost didn't even hurt it. It's completely a beautiful, just healthy green. Lovely. There's no blooms on it right now, but very healthy. Very nice. But yeah, so this bed needs to be cleaned out. This is the Mexican heather. This right here, salvia, that needs to be cut back. So this whole bed really just needs a good clean. And I don't think I'm gonna put so much in it next year. It was just too much. I like a full bed, but it was just too much. Knockout roses, need to do some deadheading and some trimming on those. But foliage still looks good. I don't think I have to worry about rose rosette for right now. Nice. No, I have to admit, this foliage on the dewberry vines, I mean, that's kind of pretty. Isn't that pretty? Oranges and reds, that's kind of nice. Also, I need to treat for red ants. God bless it. Just can't get rid of them suckers. All right, let's go. There's one more area I want to show you, I think. I mean, everything on the fence line looks great. Lower petalums and variegated privets. Of course, those are fine. Our lime tree gets burnt hard every year. We have no business owning a lime tree up here, poor thing. We do cover it, but it doesn't like the cold. It doesn't like it at all. Of course, my canna is way back in the corner. The cannas, of course, those are done for right now. So let me show you way at the back one more thing. All right, last thing I want to show you is this blueberry shrub, and it is so beautiful. I don't know if you can tell. Let me get my hand underneath here. Look at that color. I have never realized that blueberries get this beautiful fall color or winter color. Oh, dogs. Anyway, I feel like it's not showing up on camera like it is on my eyeballs. The color is so intense. Don't mind the dogs, they're fine. But yeah, beautiful, beautiful. So, when this shrub gets giant, it's gonna look so pretty. Shadow, get out of there. It's gonna look so pretty when those shrubs get giant. We have one here. This one in the middle is a different kind. It really didn't get any color. And then this one over here is the same as the other one. It did get some color. And so this is way over on the far west side of the property. So the house is way over there. But I think we're gonna be able to see that shrub from the house in future years. So that's kind of it for today. Nothing really going on in the windmill bed, just the agapanthus. I mean, they survived pretty good. There's a little bit of yellow and a little bit of wilting, but they're fine. My vegetable bed, I need to work on that. I need to pick my seeds and get those going. Especially some of the more colder tolerant things, because it's January. But like I said, we don't get that cold here. So I'm thinking I could start some, I don't know, I could do some kale. And I think I have some Brussels sprout seeds and broccoli. So here's the agapanthus. Looks good. I'm real surprised. Oh, I say one last thing. There is one more thing. I have to show you the pots on the porch. And then that'll be it, I promise. Okay, I lied. Also, the orange tree is doing fine. We did lose some leaves. But this orange tree is not as cold sensitive as the lime tree. Not in the least. It's still green. And of course, the squirrels took every single orange off of it while the oranges were still green, so we got nothing. All right, so up on the porch, first of all, I got these 2 lemon cypress at Walmart. First time I've ever seen them for sale around here, and I'm super excited. I've wanted some lemon cypress. The foliage does smell like lemon, and they're super adorable, and the color, I mean, it just pops against this gray and white house. It's beautiful. Also, I just noticed there's ice in here. Look at that. doesn't, ugh, it's so weird. Ice. It's cold. All right, so the pots. Lantana only has green and flowers like way on the bottom here. All this stuff is pretty much done. So I'm gonna, honestly, what I'm thinking about doing is taking everything out of both pots and having a lemon cypress, one in each pot. I think that would look beautiful. And then I can just do some annuals around it until the lemon cypress get big enough to be more of a statement. These pink roses, I do need to cut them back, but they're doing okay. And then, oh, the chrysanthemum, the white one here, it's doing okay. I mean, the foliage is still doing good. There's a little bit of burning, but it's doing okay. Coleus, of course, is gone. Pelargonium's gone. White margin snow rose did get a little burnt this year. I don't recall it getting burnt in years past, but there is a little bit of burning on the tips. So I think this is going to come out. The pink roses are going to come out. The lantana, I think I'm just going to cut back, just cut it all the way back to the soil level and see if it comes back next year. But I think these pots will look 110 times better with all this junk pulled out and just the lemon cypress in there for right now. Much, much better.